It's a journey, y'all. It's called The Journey Within. That's what my friend said to me. She said,
Genius.
there's no greater journey than the journey within.
Yo, team, what's up? Like, you know what? Just before I got on here, yo, the downloads that I've been getting are crazy. They are insane. So, as always, I just want to say thank you for joining me right now. Again, we're creating more history. You know, Spirit was or is telling me that, like, you know what, you went through a whole cycle of recording videos for yourself, creating this history, creating your 1 to 9, you know, kind of like moving from, you know, Ace of Wands to 9 of Wands type of a thing, or, you know, the Ace of any suit to the 9 of any suit, right? Because that's ultimately the journey that we've been on, the journey within, learning about, you know, some might say the fool's journey, some might say the hero's journey, but right now it's the magician's journey, it's Papa G's journey, you know. Wow, today, man, what a day that I've had, honestly. As you can see, my hair did, you know, my hair looking groovy. Hey, what do you do? So much love to self. You know, you just gotta spoil your avatar one time. But yo, gang, this is like, oh, 1 to 3 on the timer, crazy. This is like just Spirit telling me that, you know what, we're creating more history. We have to record these moments. We have to remember what we have gone through, how we went through it, because this is part of the story. This is gonna create more. You know, the first part of the videos that I recorded, that I posted, was about me overcoming the fear of being seen. And look at me now. Look at this evolution, this person that I am now. And now this is the season where I'm committing to myself greater than I ever have before, taking my spiritual gifts greater than I ever have before, being in greater divine service, being a more willing participant to anything and everything that God, angels, ancestors, ascended masters, universe, source, 211, you name it. Like, yo, I just saw 212 as well, and 215, 217. Okay, let me stop looking at the timer. But yo, it's like just so much divine orchestration. 2046, it's 8:45 right now. It is, you know, the 20th of January 2025 as I'm recording this. But of course, these messages are timeless, these channelings are timeless, right? But yeah, this new era, this new season, it's the launch, gang. It's the elevation. We're going up and it's stuck. Like, what I'm about to do in the next 6 months, guys, it's setting the tone, it's setting the stage for the rest of my life. Like, it's that deep. It's that deep. Future me, when you see this, firstly, I love you. I love you so much. Know that the current me is figuring this shit out, kind of frightened as always, which is always a sign that you gotta go ahead, you gotta do this. But you know what? I made too many promises to myself. I know that I got this. I know that I can do this. I know that God sees me. I don't even walk alone. The spirit animals, the spirit team, soul tribe, you the vibe. And you know what you gotta do is subscribe. Spread the love for the boy one time, man. Spread the love for the girl one time, because we balanced out here. Yin, yang, light, dark. Like, we got angels, we got demons. Yo, all polarities, gang. And it's not about being in fear, it's not about being in doubt, it's not about being stressed, but, you know, everything opposite to that, you know. It's about trusting, it's about the surrendering, it's about the knowing. The knowing. Okay, here's me, new in my neurodivergent self, or neuro-expansive self, diverting a little bit. You know what? The knowing, it's like, yo, man, I spend so much time on YouTube sometimes, you know, and I know what God wants me to do. I know what my spirit team has been wanting me to do. I know the visions that have been given to me. And, you know, oftentimes, because, you know, I spend so much time by myself, so much time having, like, cleared my energetic space and having eliminated people, places, spaces, environments that don't align with me, that I would look for that, you know, a little bit of confirmation. Because, you know, if I'm gonna, like, go on YouTube, I'm most likely, if not learning something, I'm watching another person who's just like me, who's gonna confirm to me that what I'm feeling is what I'm feeling, that I'm not going crazy, you know what I mean? And I think a lot of the time that kind of forsakes or forgoes like what is actually trying to happen, which is this relationship that God is trying to build with me. My spirit team, angels, guardians, ancestors are trying to build with me, is to say like, how am I going to develop more trust if I'm constantly like going out there looking for it to be validated when I'm needing to trust myself more, you know? I've been thinking about this for like the past couple of days, that you know what can we do less of and what can we do more of? And something that's been like ringing in my mind is like, less doubt, more trust, less doubt, more trust, less doubt, more trust, less procrastination, more execution. So I think that's gonna be like a good title for this video, 545. That we're gonna think about what is it that is less of and what is it that is more of. And you know, these two things go hand in hand, you know. This is something that I even introduced to the people that I work with, and I'm keen to hear what they're gonna say. I told them I want us to do this, you know, with me being the Scrum Master, you know. We're stepping into mastery right now, 611. Stepping into mastery, and you know 11's a master number, 22, you know what he do with the boy coming through with the threes as well. Like, we're stepping into mastery right now. And if I've been the master of the scrum, master of the get together, now I'm gonna be the master of the presentation, the put together. Like, I'm gonna be the master demonstrator, you know what I mean? Like, yo, look at the presentation, look at the boy who's no longer afraid. I was about to say afraid, but frayed, maybe that means something. But you know what, is, as always, no mistakes. You know, we take these synchronicities, you know what I mean? I was just looking at my hand being like cut off by like the camera, and it actually made the number 8. So, you know, we're manifesting this thing, and it was just 558 or 658. But with me also saying 558, yo, gang, let's go. Let's go. 706. Okay, I keep looking at these numbers because I know angels, guardians, ancestors are communicating. They're loud, you know. Our guides or angels, our ancestors, universe, source are as loud as we are willing to listen, guys. We know our energy is not for everybody. We know our energy is to be protected. We know that what's good is God. And now it's time to live that, to embody that. Because part of the reason why I've been looking outside of me for confirmation or validation of what I'm intuitively feeling is because, like, yo, actually, Spirit wants me to introspect on this thing right now with you guys. It's because I've had to do so much removal of people, places, and spaces. And now that that space is empty, right, where it's like less friends, less certain habits, you know what I mean? Less spending time in certain places, spaces, people, like a lot of it has to do with people, right? And things that I used to do that I don't do anymore. Now that that space is empty, I'm just like trying to fill that space. But then in my journey of, you know, overcoming the fear of being seen, in my journey of what I've like accomplished or gone through thus far in the journey of Root Holistic, with my own journey within, I've received intuitive downloads that, yo, bro, you gotta hold the space. Granted, it looks empty, but the sight isn't what it's about, you know what I mean? It's not about what we see, it's about what we don't see. What's cooking up in the air, you know, in the invisible. You know, it's about trusting that, like, it's all being orchestrated. And some of it, honestly, with the knowing that I'm, like, tapping into now, with the knowing, it's like, what can I better do to be a steward of this energy? What can I do to better usher in this energy and give it a place to rest? Because granted, I've cleared the space, but now it's like, okay, the space is clear, but now cultivate the soil. Like, oh, damn, like, oh, shit. I didn't think I was going to say that, but of course, it's like, you know, it's like you clean, and then once you clean, now it's like you prepare the groundwork, you know, you prepare, like my name, Sisage, you prepare the foundation, gang. So I just got to set things up in a certain way, set things up in a certain order, you know, like I was saying, prepare the soil, because once that seed gets in that thing, hey, gang, hey, bruv, whoo, it's lit. this is gonna grow faster than we ever thought. This is like some Jack and the Beanstalk type of a thing, you know what I mean? Like, see today, like a whole tree tomorrow type of a thing, because that's how God is gonna move. And granted, like, that's not how things, oh, look at that, the mirroring 1001. It's not like that's how it's gonna work, but it's because, well, actually, you know what, who am I to even say how God works? Honestly, I'm ready to experience a new level of the divine. I can't even now dictate or even impose how God is going to work in my life, through me, for me, around me. Like, I don't even know how this is going to be, but I'm just trusting, you know. I just saw 124 as well. But like, yo, I'm not going to hold God or hold how the growth is going to happen, but my focus is on the building and making sure that, hey, bruh, this place is ready. I'm ready, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. It's time to like shape up, you know, in all of those states of the being, you know. I mean, I just came back from taking a whole long walk. I come back from the gym, bruh. Boy was on the treadmill, boys tracking them steps, boys lifting them weights. But like, same thing in a physical sense, but shape up mentally, emotionally. So observing the triggers, you know, observing like how I'm speaking to myself, all these different things. Look at that, 11, 12. It's interesting how I'm like catching the numbers just after the numbers that would have like been either the same number or the synchronistic number. So it's like now it's time to move even beyond what we know as synchronicities, to say we're gonna find things that we've never seen before. We're gonna experience things that we've never seen before, because now we're already aligned. Now we're moving to the next step, is to say you're already aligned, dog. Now it's time to take the next step, my G. Ooh, but this hair looks good though. And I got a new, like I was about to say new hair braider. Because that song's coming to mind by R. Kelly, hair braider. Like, yo, I used to braid my hair, dog. Hey, do you know what? A friend of mine asked me for a picture of me when I used to braid my hair. And I'm thinking, like, that's more than 10 years ago, dog. And granted, I haven't, like, sent the picture yet. But I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, my old moves, dog. 10 years later, people are still talking about things I did 10 years ago. So here I am in a position to be able, oh, look at that, 1221. Here I am in a position to create new things with this new foundation. And like, once this internal work reflects on the external, they're gonna see like, oh shit, no wonder you've been quiet. No wonder you've been in your sage hermit mode, because you are building this studio on studio, project on project, like book on book, talk on talk, travel on travel, podcast on podcast, camera on camera, like vision on vision. Oh my G, like, guys, book on book, bruh, level on level, kick on kick, property on property, car on car, star on star, from afar, like table on table. It's just big on big, my G. Manifest on manifest. Like, yo, listen. This is the era of creation. This is the era of creation. The amount of confirmation that I've received today, guys. Granted, yes, it's confirmation I got on YouTube, but I felt it first. I felt it first. And like, that's the greater level of trust that, like, yo, they're calling me to step into right now. Even now, honestly, as I'm saying this, there's still a little bit of resistance. Like, fuck, you know, I can still clear more space. I can still cultivate more. And that's the call. That's the challenge. Because, you know, the things that you can't let go, the things that you can't surrender are the ones that are going to be presented to you. Like, yeah, you ready for more? Well, can you let go of this? Can you stop doing this? That's the real question, my G. That's the real question. You know, I'm even thinking about me and food, bruh. Like, I fast every day. I fast every day. And granted, some days I'm just like, shit, I've already fasted. But God is like, just give me one more hour. Or just go another, like, round or go another session. And I'm just like, yo, my G, you really want to do this right now? And I'm like, yeah, Yeah, we really want to do this right now. I'm like, damn, God, you know how much I love food, bro? You know how much, like, fasting makes me feel? But he's like, yeah, we're trying to command the flesh, though. We're trying to command this earth, though. Not trying, we are doing. We are knowing that we can do this. We are connecting with spirit on a greater level. We are connecting with the soul, the energy within on a greater level, bro. 151. And granted, it's not easy, but the things worth having, who said that they were, bro? Who said that they were? See now, I just need to like spit real quick. Hold up. The throat chakra is throat chakra. Give me a second. Alright, but even with that, 1534 as we resume, even with that, okay, it's gonna be 15 and 34, and then 15 and 40, and then 42. Okay, again, stop with the timer. Goodness gracious. Yo. Okay. Yo, here's the jump. Again, detour. Spirit just wants to cook. Listen, my G. Time. You got your stripes, bro. You already got your stripes. You already have achieved. You've already graduated. So the only time that needs to be focused on right now is the creation time. The time to be creative. The time to express. The time to connect. The time to work. The time to be of service. And anything that feels like it was lost in time, watch it come back around like skirt. Or again, you gotta let something go for it to come back if it needs to come back. And if it's meant to come back, God, angels, guardians, ancestors are gonna guide me to double back. But a lot of things we don't double back on in this era because we've already let them go because there's greater. If I thought I knew God, if I thought I experienced all of that there was to experience, like this glory, this greatness, this omnipotence, oh, you ain't saying nothing yet, my G. You ain't saying nothing yet. So fuck time, bro. Yes, granted, 174. Here we got the, the light codes, the angel numbers. But your focus on time, G. Your focus on time, viewer. Watch me transform and transform with me. But let me tell you right now, time is... I'm thinking about Absol. Time is of the essence from long-term mentality. But time is malleable. We can work this thing. Time, again, is just an energy that we can work with. So, slotting out those times in my day, coming up with that game plan to really focus. Because, I feel like you who have found this video, now of course Spirit's telling me that people are watching you as much as you're talking to yourself. Listen, you who have found this video, you are just multifaceted, you are multi-talented, you're just like me. You have a lot of interests, you have a lot of things that you want to do, that you want to become, that you've been given vision and insight that is for you to achieve. Your own mission, your own divine downloads, your own signature that you are yet to apply. Oh my gosh, here I am thinking about documentation and signature. Guys, the documents are coming in. The contracts are coming in. The sponsorships are coming in. They're already here. They're knocking on the door, bro. But yes, your unique blueprint, your unique signature, your imprint, the empire, the things that you are needing to create that are truly you, that can be divinely expressed through you and your, amalgamation, your expression, your put together, your construction of how your energy comes together. I'm thinking about a word, but it's slipping my mind. But it's how you came together, how you create, how you put things together. There's only you who can do it your way. Granted, there's nothing new under the sun, but how you put shit together, how you do that, oh, you can't sleep on that. You can't sleep on that. You can't sleep on that. And some things, just like I got the confirmation today, are preserved in time. And there's this focus on, is it the right time? Am I the right time? Is it the right age? Perfect timing, divine timing. Yo, bro, what's yours is yours. What's yours is yours. The only fuck up that we can make right now is not making the most of the time. And, discipline is freedom, I'm reminded. So let's be very much disciplined with the time, very much intentional with the time. And you know what? There are things that will be given grace for. There are things that we can partake in, but moderately so. Moderately so. Not to forsake who we are, our journey, our progress. This is not a time to get distracted. This is not a time to get distracted. I'm even like creating this little triangle house roof thing here. It's because we are protected. There's a covenant that's been built over us, and it's like, yo, we're watching you. I actually used to remember my dad used to do this a lot of the time, 2030. And he used to create this little block between the outside world, and it was just his head and my head. And he used to talk to me and make these funny faces and things like that. And we were just in our own little world. Wow, I didn't think I was going to think about that right now. But you know what? That's what it is. Focus, eyes ahead, create your own world, create your own bubble. Don't be scared of getting lost in the creativity, because there's a reason why God is calling us angels, ancestors, universe. We're being called to a greater level of commitment, guys. We're being called, we've been instructed, we've been, prepared. We too have been cultivated. And if we're at the point where all that internal is now going to reflect on the external, we're going hard, we're going in, 21, 24. So I understand that, as we move, we have to be gracious with ourselves as much as grace is given. But then we need to remember that, the new environment calls for new behaviors, new experiences, right? So as much as I'm here switching up my routine, my habits, my behaviors, the people that I engage with, it's all in the effort of unlocking this new character, this new version. And it's not like, even in a game, it's not like you don't see the character, you see them there, they just grayed out. And you just have to do a couple of things, play the arcade mode a couple of times, beat the boss, and then boom, there they at. We are going to go through our trials, our tribulations, new levels, new devils. Sometimes the character changes. One of the favorite games that I used to play is Tekken 3, right? And that's classic. I love Tekken 3. And when you get to the final boss, ogre turns into true ogre. Your initial enemy eventually becomes their true form, and you still face them. And you face them in different aspects of you, different versions of you. So it's I'm going to play as Paul. Go all the way to ogre and true ogre. I'm going to play as every single character, every single energy that I am embodying, that I am embracing. I'm going to take to meet its darkness, to meet its shadow, its true shadow. Whoo, my boy, what? What a download, 2323. Yo, we in our 2-3 zone, of course. Of course. What? Listen, we about to play the game, my G. We about to play the game. Every feeling, every energy, every emotion that has ever caused commotion, every trigger. My guys. And what's crazy that I'm appreciating about this video is that it's not even going to be posted anytime soon. It's going to be posted at a later date. And by the time that it's posted, again, Spirit's going to show me one more time. Watch this evidence. Watch this gap. Watch this, this passage of time and how things have changed because you rearrange, huh? Mr. Space Range, what he do? I'm telling you right now, I'm so excited. We moving to new countries, new seasons, new places. One of the videos in this series, guys, I'm gonna be telling you, I'm with the Asians out here. Listen, gang, listen. Just gotta give it a moment of silence for the old version, the past stories. You know what I mean? It's over, bruh. Yo, I actually, I saw 24:18, but I do want to see the exact time that I stopped speaking there, because I think there was a necessary pause. For some reason, I needed to stop right there. Listen, we are going to evolve. We are going to expand. The enemies are not even going to know the moves. And it's also about not speaking so much, Guys, I'm not talking to like my mother, my father, not so much, my brothers, my sisters. Like, it's deep. It's deep. But you know what the Bible says? The prophet is not appreciated in their hometown. I needed to go to a place where I could firstly see myself and then be seen. So big revelation is part of this journey of not being like fearful or afraid of being seen, is knowing that even the people closest to me were never going to see me the way that I desired to be seen. That's crazy, guys. That's crazy. And you know what? I used to pour so much into family, friendships, all of these extended family groups. I left the groups, bruh. Family WhatsApp group, can't find me there. I need to actually leave another group. I'm just thinking about it right now. Like, I love you guys, but where I'm at, where I'm going, you know what? Deuces, gang. Deuces. And if y'all are seeing this all these months later, now you know what went into me becoming, me embodying, me evolving. 262, and 2 times 3 makes the 6, so 263. Like, you know what? I had to chop and change. I had to rearrange because it felt so like unnerving. I felt so guilty to like choose myself because of all the energy and time that I would put into other people. The friends, the places, the spaces, people that I grew up with, people that I thought were gonna support me and uplift me. But some of them just destiny swapped. Some of them just sent evil eye my way. Some of them bewitched me. Some of them were draining and siphoning my energy. It's like, what the fuck, bruh? Honestly, like, oh my gosh. And the worst and the most fucked up part is that it's your own blood, bruh. It's your own blood, It's your own blood, like the people closest to you who are directing evil shit at you, My immediate family, guys, I don't even feel like I can trust them like that. Honestly. And that's why I had to get away. Like, why am I being around people who I can't even feel like I can truly speak to? My brother, my sister, my mother. Like, guys, come on, bro. I'm great. I'm greater. And this lady that I met today at the salon, while I was getting my hair did, she's like telling me my story, but in her own version, in her own way, about her mother destiny swapping her and taking all the energy that's her own. And of course, the boy doesn't need any tools. The boy's connected with source and spirit, and the gifts just start gifting. The clears just start clearing. And there I am telling her about her life, about all the things that are happening to her, the things that she needed to observe, all the negative energies surrounding her mother, and all the things that she was doing just to get into her, and just reminding her of how much of a steward she is. And I was like, yo, bro, fuck, do you realize that you're talking to yourself as well at the same time? Granted, not everyone is you. And some people are going to mirror you or be a reflection of you, but there are some things that you need to have discernment and look at and see. Oh my gosh, my left ear is going off right now. Ooh-wee. But like, it's about knowing, like, tap in, tune in, right? Where we have now gotten to a point or a level where the people that are closest to us that we know are not good for us, it's going to be revealed to us. But now we don't trust those intuitive hits, because it's like, if spirit's telling me that like my mother's like bewitching me, dog, how am I supposed to believe this thing? Because I'm expecting this person to love me. It's like unbelievable, right? That the person who's supposed to love you, and in her case as well, like take care of her kids, because I mean, she's a mother now, she's thinking about her kids, having a grandma and stuff. It's like, yo, this very same person who you think is gonna love you, support you, uplift you, is the very same person who's like just taking, absorbing, stealing, interjecting, getting in the way of your blessings, bruh. Like, how, Sway? Do you not trust and believe that if you support me and I'm great, that I'm going to love you, that I'm going to bless you because I'm this greater steward now? But because you were a bitch, because you were selfish, because you were so, like, just confaculated, man. Like, explain this shit. That you came through with your bullshit. And you tried to fuck over your own son, your own daughter, your own brother, your own sister, your own cousin, your own niece. Because this collective, we've been hurt. We've been hurt. Oh, my watch thinks I'm walking. We're not walking. But maybe we are. Maybe we walked away. We loving them from a distance. But you know what? Where we're walking into is still our destiny. And we're not even stressing about the time. 3, 2, 4. Because it's a matter of saying that, like, with this divine collaboration, with this trinity, with the mind, the body, the spirit, with the masculine, the feminine, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, I think this trinity idea, again, going back to, me making this head thing again, like a roof over our heads. It's like the three aspects of you, your current self, your higher self, your previous self, your ego, your spirit, the spirit team, spirit source. Like, you know what? Like, it's gonna resonate or relate with different people in different ways. But we all view our own trinity, mind, body, spirit, health, wealth. Like, listen. I'm thinking about this reading I did with these, like, mindful messages. What did I say? Was it mind, body, health, wealth, or something? But you know what? It's on the channel, gang. It's on the channel, and we continue to channel. But mind, body, health. I'm gonna like go crazy right now if I just keep focusing on that. But again, like, why spread or stress on the details? It already exists, right? It already exists. It's already here. The abundance is already here. So, yeah, again, less of focusing on the details, more of trusting, more of knowing that the divine's work is already done. The channel is already the channel. Like, the level of trust that I'm going into right now, the level of self-acceptance that I'm going into right now, the level of reverence and respect and honor. Stewardship, leadership that I'm going into right now. Gang, it's kind of crazy, it's kind of frightening, but we straightening, like, straightening. What's this song by Migos? Oh goodness, there I am, like, getting a hiccup or burp. Divine confirmation, divine orchestration. But it's all aligning, gang. It's all aligning. We're taking the steps. We're walking. We're moving. That's exactly what it is. We on the journey. The journey don't stop. We're still grooving. We're still moving. We're still believing. We're still achieving. We're still conceiving. Collaborating with spirit to make this thing happen. To make this thing real. I was just looking at my kicks right now. I got my Jordan 1s on, and I'm just seeing all these ticks. It's Nike. We just do it. As I'm even seeing like me wearing Adidas on the top, like Nike at the bottom. There was a time where I would, like, be caught dead mixing brands, bro. And I mean, this is even like with the Bape even. So it's like Bape, Adidas, Nike, like, what else? And me too, because I'm my own brand. I'm G3E. So it's like the pavement, like all of these things together. It's divine alchemy, bro. But I was even thinking to myself, like, who said we can't mix brands? Granted, sometimes it's good for the look, there'll be a day for that. But on a day like today, this is just how I felt, blue all around, we got the water, gang, like, throat chakra vibes, like, we in this bitch, 347, you know what I mean? We bathing apes, like, we in the water. Listen, bro, this is the first video in this new era, in this new season. We're launching, we're expanding, we take off, because you're the space ranger, you're in a rocket, my G. Just watch this. Watch this. Not only like later on when you rewatch this, but watch this space and how things evolve, how things take shape. And by the time this video comes out, I feel like it's gonna have to be after that date. What's the date I got? July 10th, 6 p.m. Oh, damn. This is gonna come out like late, perhaps even around that time. I'm actually gonna note it down like, yo, bro, all those videos you were recording for the new era, start posting them from that date onwards, actually. Oh, wow. Okay, cool, Spirit. That's how you wanna cook. Let's cook, my G. Let's cook. Let's cook up that drip. You know, the boy's a wizard. You know, the boy's like, you know, with the sauce, with the sorcerer, you know, like, what's that Salt Bay vibe? You know, just dab a little. You know, I'm thinking about what's that thing, Hot Ones, with it like, you know, the last dab. You know, it's the last dab, my G. This is the last, like, stretch for you to see, like, it just all of this sauce, bro. Yo, man. Yo, I'm like, what level? Spirit is coming through with something about this last dab. You know, I'm even thinking about, like, of course, like the actual dab dance move, but it's like, yo, it's the last dance. I'm even thinking again about like Jordans and Nikes. Oh my goodness, I'm getting like this throbbing here on my right hand side. But I don't know, we leaving something behind, guys. This is the last time. This is the last time something is happening. And it's gonna be confirmed. By the time this video comes out, I think I'm gonna know exactly what it is. But I think perhaps it's like the last round of tests. It's the last era or phase between now and July 10th that, like, I'm gonna go through a phase or a cycle, and you are going through one right now if you're not going through one with me during the same period. And this video is not only going to be confirmation of what we just went through or what elevation or expansion has occurred, you know, because we're going big on big, strong on strong, where we belong, singing the song. Like, yo, you know, with me thinking about rhyming words, I just thought of a bong. And of course, I haven't smoked in months, guys. I haven't smoked, like, yo, can I even say WEED on YouTube? But anyway, yo, the 420 has been absent, man. It's been 000. I'm just thinking about like the numbers counting down. It's instead of it, yeah, you get me. Instead of 420, it's been 000. But then that's the start of a new day, right? That's the start of a new day, and each day is a day that the Lord has made, that we've been granted to expand. It's a new covenant, it's a new unlocking, it's a new stage, it's a new platform, it's a new opportunity. This is the day. This is the day. This is the day. I'm even reminded of another reading where I spoke about turning back time and that being the day, because you know what? When we have that moment of retrospect to actually look back to see, like, oh, why did that happen? Oh, wow, it happened. Like, which, oh my gosh, guys, the dream that I had today, I saw one of my friends or previous partners committing suicide in one of my dreams. And that scared okay, I wasn't scared. I was very much shocked, actually, because I couldn't believe it. Like, I was like, what the fuck? You just jumped out the window, like, on a high building, on a high floor? Like, what's going on? Woo! And then the next dream I had after that, it was like my cousins looking through the window of my place, trying to find me. And mind you, they don't even know where I stay, but they trying to find me. Yo, bruh. So clearly, like, the connection I'm making right now is like, people are going through windows, people are looking through windows. Like, they're trying to see this change. Or this change it's so much that, like, people are being pushed away. Like, whoa, man. I think this is, it's freaky. Because in both of them, I'm shocked that a person's jumping out the window, and I'm frightened that somebody is looking into my window. Like, you know, and then of course we're thinking about windows being seen. But me being me, I still window. Like, I'm good. Nothing wrong. Come on, man. This bug. Yo, the bugs too. Like the amount of observation, the amount of tracking, the amount of people who've been trying to in fact, I'm gonna put out that video. Clearly Spirit is saying it's time to put that video out. I recorded it some time ago. But the amount of observation, monitoring that's been happening in my life, the amount of people that have been hacking into my accounts trying to reset my passwords, even shadow bans, me seeing my stuff getting pulled down, taken down. What the fuck, bro? All of these energies, man, just trying to it's they know before I know, something's coming for you, G. We see that you're about to rock. And while it's not manifested yet, we're gonna do whatever we can. We're gonna claw at you and take you. But you got that fire, you got that spark. They're trying to stick on, but we just gotta let them off because they're the hazards out here. Fuck my G. But you know what? I feel like I'm rambling. I just saw 444 over there. So, let's come through Jay-Z, drop some knowledge on these niggas one time. Anyways, let me just drop this video. Stop this video. And yes, drop the other video. I need to get back to the station, the space station, because we rearranged. Guys, the new music that you're gonna hear, in fact, by the time this video comes out, that music would already have been out. But just know that this version is cooking. This version is cooking, and this version is very proud of the future version, the version that you're becoming. And just before we close, the whole point of this video, again, less of, more of. Number 2, there's a reason why you are going the way that you're going or going through the things that you're going through. And it's about trusting, right? And, rule of 3, come through with another one, Mr. G3E. It's about love. It's about letting God lead. It's about remembering that the visions that were given, the instructions, the anointing and the blessing that was given is ready all the time. So the stewardship, the leadership, the discipline, again, and number 3, that number 3 had its own little points. It's like a 3.1, 3.2, and a 3.3. You know what I mean? I'm even getting that each of these other things are also gonna subdivide and expand because the life is grand. You know what I mean? It's like watching the game, you're on the grandstand, you know what I mean? So I think it's very important that we just pay attention, that we observe, because Spirit is very loud right now, 42:27. And let's, stay in alignment, 11:11, and create our heaven right here on earth. Let's do that thing. Let's do that thing, gang. Let's do that thing, bro. Let's do that thing. Let's do the absolute most. As I'm looking through my window, I'm seeing somebody over there in the distance, I don't know what he's doing. Looks like he's in his room or in her room. Hey, lately people with their choices with regards to their gender, right? But yeah, and then no hate, of course. Hey, do you, gang? You know what Spirit's telling you to do. That's your lesson. But I'm seeing him folding. And something that's coming to mind right now is that, it's folded. That old chapter, it's closed, bruh. It's closed. It's been folded. But then also, it's that's what happened to our enemies, you're getting packed up, bruh. You're getting packed out even. I'm even thinking about Deleted and how he does those pack outs on his channel. Just the whatever pack out, Yeah, you get me, but yeah, I'm thinking about Anderson .Paak as well. As just pack. We got the pack. The boy was a plug once upon a time, and the boy also be smoking. So we got the pack. Listen. But anyways, we moving. We're packing our bags. Oh, again, where we going, Spirit? Okay, I'm going off of this video. 44. Let's stop right there. And